Every time I think about it, I kind of want to cry because it's like it's such a big deal. It's that big of a deal here for the Taste of Madison. It's that big of a deal for our city, for our state, and it's that big of a deal for events nationwide that can use this that haven't had the ability to before. I'm excited to see what the next 10 years evolve into. Think of that long-term evolution?
Yeah.
On top of the mountain. From the top of the mountain. I know I've said that it wasn't my fault, but I can't hold myself together. I'm falling apart. Oh, baby, I'm coming home.
Hoyos Consulting, we call ourselves kind of a boutique internet service provider and network consultancies. We provide internet service to a lot of folks around the Dane County, Madison area. We also do a fair amount of network consulting as well. One of the other things we do is temporary event networks. So we have a long history with setting up large-scale event networks in places like Las Vegas or other places around the world where we come in and do temporary network deployments. So when it comes to Taste of Madison, it's kind of a similar thing with what we're used to playing in. It's just a different physical kind of deployment outside and that sort of thing.
So Taste of Madison is the largest picnic in Capitol Square, downtown Madison, every Labor Day weekend. So we're out here today because for the first time in the 40-year history of Taste of Madison, we are cashless. So we have anywhere between 70 to 80 different restaurant vendors that set up around the square offering their various food items. We have 26 different beverage stands selling beer and wine and soda, seltzers, and then we have 3 large, big musical entertainment stages offering free musical performances all day.
Taste of Madison approached us looking for solutions to provide connectivity. So the vendors will be using point-of-sale systems, and then we're providing the Baicells Pocket MiFi routers. COVID had a little bit to do with it, and also logistically. We heard handling that amount of cash in a large environment like that is very difficult, especially with that many people on the Capitol Square. Like the LTE networks will quickly tip over. So there's a much desire to go to a contactless or non-cash based system for them.
So this is the hotspot that we were able to utilize, and we have them at every single beverage stand here at Taste of Madison. And then our POS systems, you can tap, you can insert, you can Google Pay, you can Apple Pay, you can do it all. It's all because of something that is 2 inches by 1.5 inches. It's amazing. It's powering everything. It's powering taste.
We've been using Baicells for about 4 years. So on the private LTE network, we used 436 Qs and then the Baicells Pocket MiFi routers to build this out. You know, the equipment was fairly simple to deploy. We were in a benefit because on these rooftops of the buildings we used, we already had oodles of bandwidth available from our existing network. I think the simplicity, the price point is obviously attractive. I think, you know, compared to other options out there, Baicells is a lot more competitive in that regard. It is nice having a local partner in the Madison area as well that can help us with things as needed. And you know, we've been a big fan of kind of the centralized management as well, the cloud core aspect and how all that works. It kind of jives with what we're doing already. So
we're here working with Baicells, we're working with Hoyos Consulting because you came up with a solution to allow us to be able to sell drinks to the public in a way that's not only more efficient, it's safer. And what I mean by that is we don't have cash going at all of our beverage stands. It's not exchanging a bunch of different hands. We can monitor inventory in real time. And when people accept credit cards and they can pay with their credit card, the tips go up. And the reason that that's important at the Taste of Madison is because the Taste of Madison is a fundraising event. So we are a nonprofit fundraising event, and 100% of the tips that come in stay with our volunteer groups that work the event. And working with Baicells and working with Hoyos Consulting allowed us to be able to give these groups the opportunity to make a lot more money than they've ever made before. And what that does in our community is a ripple effect. So it's been just outstanding. It's just so huge what's being accomplished today. And I'm really excited about it. I'm really proud of it. And working with the team has been so easy, so seamless. Like I just didn't expect it to go so well, to be so simple, to work so effortlessly. Every time I think about it, I kind of want to cry because it's such a big deal. It's that big of a deal here for the Taste of Madison. It's that big of a deal for our city, for our state, and it's that big of a deal for events nationwide that can use this that haven't had the ability to before.
You know, Baicells has always been available when we have questions. Email, phone, it's always been fairly rapid and what we'd expect from a vendor, so we've been happy there. I think this is a good fit for this temporary event network space. So I think we can definitely replicate this in other areas, especially in these dense environments where people need alternative access sources that aren't going to get overloaded. We have hope that we can utilize this network for other events on the Capitol Square as time goes on, and maybe potentially some of those things like VIP access or other vendors that might need it out on the periphery. So
I don't know how you couldn't use this technology at an event or really anywhere because it was so simple. And with such a complex product was made so easy and so readily available for these huge events. And there were people that are so much smarter than us to make it work so well. And that just makes the events that much better. And that makes the guest experience that much better. And that makes the tourism and the dollars and the economic impact in our communities that much stronger.
We're electrical, electrical, electrical.